Life, like a dome of many-colored glass, stains the white radiance of eternity until death tramples it to fragments. The one remains, the many change and pass.
आपका नाम? संदीप.
I came across these words about life, death, and the changes that happen in between from the poem Adonais by Percy Shelley.
कैसे? शिवाजी पार्क.
My previous story on YouTube, Chasing Sunset in Mumbai, was out a few days ago, and I don't mind if you skipped watching it. I'm not happy with the way it turned out.
मुंबई में आया ना घूमने के लिए, मजा लेने के लिए.
Ever since I made the first video, this whole thing that includes going out, being at new places, talking to random people and putting together all of it, as if I were making a visual journal, has become a significant part of my thoughts. And it made me restless a lot of times, and every time it did, it gave me ideas for something new or for improvement. Unlike the usual stories I make, I had this idea to try no dialogue videos and debate it and reason with myself about it.
Marine Drive. महालक्ष्मी मंदिर नहीं सिद्धिविनायक मंदिर बाबूनाथ फिर क्या देखा.
Even though I wasn't sure, giving it a try was the only way to know if it could work. Now that I'm done with it, I realized it wasn't for me, at least not as a regular video. It also made me retrospect on this whole video thing.
जिंदगी में मजा ले लो, दोबारा मिले या ना मिले.
Before this obsession with camera and videography, I never really had any sort of wonder or passion that I have now for them. I was of course interested in photos, but it's pretty much how any average person would be. Nothing more, nothing special, and nowhere close to an obsession. But fast forward to 2021, it's a whole different story. And if I had to give a name to what I'm interested in, I would call it mundane photography in motion, the opposite of viral. And it isn't something for a wide audience, so the expectations are very much grounded from day one.
इधर है देखो, इधर सामने वड़ा पाव वाला वड़ा पाव. कीर्ति कॉलेज वड़ा पाव. कीर्ति कॉलेज. अच्छा. कीर्ति कॉलेज वड़ा पाव. हाँ. ये एक नंबर. एक नंबर.
Coming back to the previous video and a couple of recent ones I made, it made me feel I'm not being true to what I really want to make. I'm taking what I capture, giving them a commentary, and twisting it with intros, outros, and a few other changes to make it ready for the platform. I don't exactly know what my style is, but whatever I tried in the last few stories doesn't feel like mine.
ये पानी वाटर है. वो पानी नहीं. और बीच. वो किधर आता है? बीच और कैसा लगा? अच्छा लगा.
I also observed how other things from other areas of my life affect the amount of perspective I add to the stories I make. In some stories, it's just a commentary of events and observations with anything more left out intentionally. In some, however, I managed to let things out.
Stop. 430.
No discount?
No discount. नहीं तो 450 करो. घुमाया ना आपको, दिखाया ये डिस्काउंट.
ठीक है, आपका नंबर बोलो.
95.
हाँ. मेट्रो एनीवेयर लोकल ट्रेन है?
हाँ है ना.
किधर?
दादर परेल.
संदीप, फुल नेम क्या है?
देशमुख. हम चले?
ओके, मैं भी चले. थैंक यू भैया.
I wish I could feel the way I do now every time I make something, because this strong feeling urges me to bring out my voice without letting it be silenced or altered, and create something which, even if turns out bad, would still feel original and satisfactorily mine. This story would have been about my outing to a spot before sunrise with the title Chasing Sunrise in Mumbai. But I chose to read this letter instead, which I wrote on Medium a few days ago, right after Chasing Sunset was out. If only I can bottle this restlessness that advocates for a free voice and take this same energy every time I write or make something. But I doubt what I feel now stays for long. There's a chance of me feeling convinced to keep doing videos the same way as I have been doing, but every change comes with hope, and I'm eager to see where these stories go next. The one remains. The many change and pass.